Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. Let's have a look at level 23 of the Kinki. If you're waiting for 24, I'm actually going to wait until the weekend to do it. I'm going to spend the rest of this week making max lux, so there'll be a little bit of pause between this one and 24. But this level made me work, and I didn't really like playing this level because it doesn't really fit my playstyle, which probably explains why I haven't beaten Vita yet. But I like to play very, I guess, conservatively and not take chances. In this quest, you have to take chances or you're not going to beat it. But gimmicks here, there are a lot. There are stick-on mines, there are blocks, magic circles, damage walls, and needle panels. Of course, no character is going to address all of those. But you want to bring fire monsters that are pierce, that address at least one of those, I think. The first couple stages are pretty straightforward. We want to get rid of all of the group of guys in the same turn, or else they will revive themselves. And then we can't really do good damage to them until we take damage ourselves. That's like Vita, so we have to hit the needle panel or the damage wall. That will give us the attack up, and then we'll cross that threshold where we can take down the guys in a single turn. There's also no hearts, and then no healing panels and no healing walls. The only healing that you can get within a stage is by getting rid of those anti-bounce guys, and then they'll shoot you with hearts. So yeah, that combined with needing to take damage to do damage makes this quest pretty difficult. And then this third battle, we have to take down the two Vitas in the same turn. The ideal thing would be to start on the needle panel so that you take damage right as you're starting to move. And then you just do a diagonal and take down the, not the Vitas, the Vritolas. But if we take down one, we kind of mess up their positioning, then they can end up on top of each other like they are here. And then they're easier to take down. So with Wadapurigisu, we'll just go up, we'll hit the needle panel, get the attack up, and then take down the two Vritolas. And then also take down the anti-bounce guy, get the healing, and then clear the stage. And then here, Battle 4, this time the pair of reviving guys are the two Shenron-looking things. It can be difficult to get at them because, there's the one needle panel, and then there's the blocks, and then there's the magic circle there. If we hit the magic circle and become a chick, then it kind of doesn't matter how many times we've hit the needle panel. It'll negate the damage, so this can be a difficult stage to get rid of the two Shenrons in the same turn. But once we do that, then the boss will become tangible, and then we can start doing damage to her. And then, different from the groups of little guys to take down in one turn, if we take damage once and then do damage to Eschatology, it's not going to do that much damage at all. So we need to take damage multiple times. So here with Wadapurigisu, I'm going to miss her gauge. She has a null damage wall on the gauge. And so hit that damage wall a couple times and then hit the boss. But yeah, even with a couple hits, I didn't do too much damage. And then Bureimen, who is my third character here, she does not have Minesweeper, so the stick-on mines will get on her. And then that can take away a lot of damage from you, maybe a quarter of your life. So it's very important with your Minesweeper characters to pick those off of the non-Minesweeper characters. So yeah, lots to think about every turn here. Okay, so I was lucky there, I got the critical. That's one nice thing about Wadapurigisu. And then she might be my favorite character for this quest. She has the double null, the null damage wall, and Minesweeper. And then, like I said before, she can miss the gauge to take damage from the damage wall, so that makes her versatile. And then here, let's use Bureimon's Strike Shot. This will be a speed and power up, and then she also goes through walls. So I'm going to aim it so I can hit the needle panels, get the attack up, and then hopefully take down the two Chikamatsus in the same turn. Okay, great. And do a little bit of damage on the boss. Budaemen is a Pierce with the null damage wall null block, which is a nice double null. But they're both passive in her, so even if we miss the gauge, we can't take advantage of either of those things. But she has a speed up bump combo, which is helpful to my other characters, especially when I need to get around and then do damage to multiple guys in the same turn. And then my first character here is Apple. I'm a big fan of her. She has only the Pierce with the Minesweeper, so damage walls are going to make me nervous when it's her turn. But there's a very good reason to use her, and I'll tell you about that later. But she's also a Minesweeper L, so that will get you extra damage when she has mines. Okay, that was Battle 5. And then we're entering the boss sequence. And then the most difficult part of this whole mission might be getting rid of those 3 Chikamatsus at the bottom there. So if I were using another character, I could hit that needle panel, and then go down, come up, hit the Chikamatsu, go down, hit the other one, come up, hit the last one. But unfortunately, Budaemen has the null block, so that wouldn't have been possible there. But yeah, I will use strike shots to take down that group. They're not easy to get at. If your characters do become chicks, it's not the end of the world. Just kind of changes like that shot that you're going to take. Because in these later stages, there's only going to be the single magic circle. So yeah, if you come into the stage as a chick, you can work around that. Okay, here with Apple, let's hit the damage wall. And miraculously get rid of all of the Chikamatsus, so that's very good. If you have some mines, you can do enough damage sometimes, even without hitting a needle panel, to get rid of guys. Okay, so that was pretty risky. I took all of the damage, so I went down to 0 from the damage wall and the from the needle panels. But thankfully I took down the anti-bounce guys in the same turn, so I was able to come back to life. Okay, and then that sort of like upside down V angle is useful here. It's also useful on the Battle 5, but you can do like a sideways. Aim for the corner, come back, hit the left side of the middle of the screen, come back, hit the right, lower right hand corner. And then here I have very little HP. I'm going to use Wadopurugis's delay strike shot, so that I can spare myself a little bit of damage. The boss actually doesn't do a lot of damage to you. It's mostly the damage you're taking from the needle panels and damage walls. But let's use the delay strike shot. Let's try to buy ourselves some time. Hopefully I hit her eventually. Okay, great. And I ended up taking down the boss anyway. Even though I did take down the boss and did not get the benefit of the delay, I think it was still worth doing, because then I could get the speed up. Hit the needle panel a bunch of times, and then take down the boss there. Okay, so second boss stage, a bunch of Shenrons on the screen. One of the Shenrons will revive 2. So, if we take down 3, only 2 will come back, so that'll make the next time a little bit easier to do. So we want to aim for taking down 3 in a turn if we can. So yeah, we managed it there, so there's only 3 left. Let's see if I can get them with Budaemen. And then no anti-bounce guys here in this level, so no healing. So we do have to be careful about that. But yeah, almost no damage from the boss itself. And then when I head into the next stage, the last stage, I want Apple to be the first one to act, so I'm gonna sort of stall with some of my guys to make sure that Apple's the last one. So for here, for example, I'm just going to do an up and down, just waste the turn, basically. But that center attack on Eschatology is the one that we want to avoid. So here too, so that we don't hit the magic circle, we'll just do a left and right. And then hopefully I don't get a critical and then take down the boss here. Okay, no critical, thank God. Okay, with the Budaemon here, we want to, again, eat up a turn if we can. But that mine is going to blow up and then kill us, so I'm going to do a slight angle and then hand it off to Apple. Hopefully I don't go too far, hopefully I don't take down the boss. Perfect, okay. Okay, and then finally we can go after the boss. So hit the needle panel, hit the boss, hopefully hit both of the magic circles, perfect. And end up this level with almost 0 HP. And then that's going to be the case with most of the levels, I think. You'll end up with 0 HP. Okay, here's the reason why I want to use Apple. She has a strike shot where if she hits a weak point, it will stun whomever she hits. And this can help me with the Chikamatsu group, of course. They won't revive each other if they're stunned. But more importantly, I can prevent Eschatology from summoning Vritolas. That's that one that is on her. So that'll make this last stage quite a bit easier. And then with Wada Purigisu, I can use the delay strike shot. Again, this will help me with taking down the Chikamatsus. Unfortunately, this strike shot does not have good synergy with Apple strike shot. Because as you can see, that one where Eschatology summons the Vritolas has been its added turns. So actually in 2 turns, Eschatology is going to summon the Vritola again. So I kind of wasted that Apple strike shot. But we'll see how we manage with that wrinkle. Alright, with Budaemon, let's use the strike shot again. Go through the wall, hit the needle panel, get some attack up, but no real damage on the boss there. I think my angle is way too shallow. But the anti-bounce guys will come out, so that gives us opportunities to heal. And then if you're using 2 of Wada Purigisu, you should wait until one delay wears off before you use the other, because they won't stack. Okay, so there's the Vritolas coming out, and I was very surprised, and I was like, I thought I used Apple's strike shot. But we'll just keep powering through. You can learn from my mistake, hopefully. But yeah, same as before, we want to, hit the needle panel or the damage wall, get the power up, and then take down the Vritolas in the same turn. Okay, I think I missed the needle panel there, so I didn't get the attack up. And then 2 turns until the Vritolas one-hit KO. Trying to find an angle where I can hit the needle panel and then hit the Vritolas without hitting the magic circle. So we'll go up and over. Not quite. And then Budaemon has the Deity Slayer on the gauge, and that'll work on the Vritolas, so that's another reason that makes her good in here. Okay, let's use the second Wada Purigisu delay strike shot. It's worn off on the boss, and then we can use it on Vritola as well. So it'll delay their turns unless we take them down because of the speed and power up we got from the strike shot, so yeah. I said it before, but Wado Purigisu is maybe the best character for this mission. Okay, but they are gone finally, so now I can concentrate on doing damage to the boss. And it's difficult because the place where the needle panels are, you can't really like hit it as you are hitting the boss, so you can get you know, multiple power-ups. But yeah, by taking damage multiple times per turn, you really increase your attack, which is why, you know, just hitting it once is not going to be enough against the boss. Okay, so here I have a bit of a chance. I could do a left and right, slightly up, hit the needle panel a few times, and then hopefully do some damage on the boss. That's a little bit. Alright, and then 2 turns until the boss's ultimate attack. And I have no HP. So I do want to hit the anti-bounce guys, get some healing. Alright, perfect. And then I did use the metal item to give you an additional 10,000 HP to your overall HP. I can recommend everybody do that. Okay, and then here, I'm going to go for broke. 1 turn left until the boss does the ultimate attack. So with Wado Purigisu, I'm going to miss her gauge so I can get extra damage from the damage walls, hit the needle panel, hit the magic circle, become the standard form, go all over the place, get lots of attack up, and then miraculously take down the boss. So yeah, that is very unlike my playstyle to, you know, just go for it, you know, take big chances, but it was what was necessary here, so yeah. Okay, good luck with that one. That was not fun. And we'll see you again. Take care.